Hey, Fix It Tony here. I am lounging around, filling my time while I'm watching TV, and I decided that I needed to do some organizing. I need to improve my storage, organization, and infrastructure. I've had a couple of really big projects this summer and fall, remodeled a bathroom, and all the other projects that I posted, and it's been pretty hectic and had a lot of fun doing it, but I realized that it's easier just to kind of pull stuff out and not really put it back away. And when I worked on the bathroom, for example, I pulled stuff out and it yet has gone back to where it was because I'm trying to come up with a new way of organizing. I certainly bought some new tools, and I want to keep my tools from being sort of in the garage. So one of the first things I realized is that over time I've collected a variety of wire connectors. I was looking for a specific size, or I ran out, and I ended up getting another bin. Each one sort of has their own unique purpose, and I am going to figure out a way to organize this. So some are insulated, some are not. So I need to figure something out. So what I decided to do, so I was at Home Depot today, and I saw this all by itself laying on the shelf. And for $10, I got this organizing system. And the trays are big enough that I think I can fit my terminals connectors in here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So wait, 1, 2, 3 times 5 is 15, 17 on this side. And I flip it over and I have another 17 on this side. So I have 34 total spots. And let's see here. I didn't think about this ahead of time, but let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 30. So this particular container has 30 different sizes of connectors, but I know that there's a lot of redundancy in what I have over here, right? So I think I'm gonna be able to have enough to put this in. So, it's just about, just spending the time dumping this out and organizing, right? So I think what I'm going to do is maybe spend a minute thinking about what am I going to put on what side. What I think I might do is put all of the splices on one side, and if there's room left over, all of the reds. Maybe I'll put all the blue and yellow on one side and red and everything else on the other, because I believe the blue is for like up to 14 gauge, the red is the really thin stuff, and the yellow is for like 12 gauge, 14 and 12. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to put let's try and see if I could get this. Okay. I'm going to set this up like this, and I'm going to do time lapse. And it'll be my first time doing time lapse. And let's see if it works. All right. Wow, that felt good. So here's what I did. I got all the yellow connectors. I decided to go all yellow on one side. And I have a couple different kinds. These translucent yellows are heat shrink, whereas the dark or opaque yellows are just crimp only. These are splice connectors where you can actually tap into a wire without stripping it. So I had some of those too. I've got 2 spots left on the yellow side, and this is what it sort of looks like when I'm getting everything taken out. So that's what that's looking like. It'll be interesting to see if that's all that was used up. I used up all that side for yellow. That's interesting because I have blue and red left. Now I think I'm gonna go blue next and see what happens. That's interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna try blue next. So, my process of arriving at how I'm going to organize this sort of comes in waves. So I have a decision point to make. Do I try to squeeze all of the connectors, all colors in this one box, or do I take this one box that I have that's small with the lid and latch and use it only for the red? Now, as I've been sorting, I've been thinking, and so you have a set, right? You have these male and female sets. So you have a female male connector set, and what's the potential harm in combining something like this into one bin? Because I have so many, perhaps if all I'm looking for is one of these, I can find it amongst these, since they're sort of a matched pair. That will open up, so this will open one up for me, this will open up one for me, and I'm thinking that also over here I've got these basically the same kind of hooks. I can kind of combine them and try to squeeze all my colors into one. And I'm thinking about doing that because I'm trying to take 1, 2, 3. So I'm trying to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 containers into one container, and I think that would be a good choice. So I'm not gonna use these very often, is what I'm thinking. So I think I'm gonna slide all of these, combine them all, try to shift things forward, and then I think I'm going to move these over to the other side along with the red ones too. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. Well, I think I did it. I emptied pretty much all my containers. Now I have a couple of residuals left, little pieces here and there that just wouldn't fit, so I'm just going to throw those away. And I'll save the containers because you never know when they might come in handy for something else, a craft or something else. So I'll keep that. And it looks like the dividers here are keeping things from spilling over, so that's good. It sounds scary, and I cringe every time I flip it over, but so far so good. And this will go on a shelf that I still have to make, but there you go. You know, it takes grit and determination, but you can simplify and downsize by taking all the different connectors that I found over time and I've collected. Each one had its own purpose. Believe it or not, each one I had to buy because there was a specific size that only that box had, but not the others. Very strange on how that worked out, but that indeed was the case. Although I think one container was a mistake purchase, and it might have been this one right here. Anywho, thanks for watching an infrastructure concept or home organization video on Fix-It Tony. Thanks. Bye.